everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of Into the Archives. If you've missed our previous episodes, check our Facebook page or our YouTube channel to find those. Today we have an object that highlights mechanical history, a bill brought to the Senate of the 30th U.S. Congress that requests David Wilkinson be paid $10,000 for the success of his screw-cutting lathe. The text of this framed copy reads, "In the Senate of the United States, March 28, 1848, Mr. Rusk, from the Committee on Military Affairs, submitted a report, number 103, accompanied by the following bill, which was read and passed to a second reading. A bill for the relief of David Wilkinson. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, that the Secretary of the Treasury be, and he is hereby authorized and required to cause to be paid to David Wilkinson the sum of $10,000 as a remuneration to him for the benefits accruing to the public service from the use of the principle of the gauge and sliding lathe, of which he was the inventor, now in use in the workshops of the government at the different national arsenals and armories, the same to be paid out of any money in the Treasury not otherwise appropriated." David Wilkinson himself was born in Smithfield, Rhode Island in 1771, but the Wilkinson family moved to Pawtucket a decade later. In the mid-1780s, his father, Oziel, a talented blacksmith, forged anchors for the emerging shipbuilding industry. After Samuel Slater's arrival in 1789, Slater sought the assistance of David and Oziel to produce machinery for the future Slater Mill. David was very mechanically inclined and credited with a number of innovations. The screw-cutting lathe mentioned in the bill, a more general-purpose lathe circa 1806, and early developments in steam power. A screw-cutting lathe cuts very accurate screw threads using single-point screw cutting. In order to do this, the machine's operator must guide the tool bit in a linear motion perfectly in ratio to the rotations of the lathe. This is done by gearing the lead screw to the spindle, using a particular gear ratio for each thread. Wilkinson's lathe used a slide rest, which is where much of his innovation comes through. This allows the lathe to work at a constant speed and makes guiding the cutting tool easier. Unfortunately for David, but perhaps fortunate for other invention-inclined machinists of the 19th century, after his initial patent of the machine in 1798, he did not renew the patent when it came time to do so, and the patent lapsed. He also never patented his general-purpose lathe he created in 1806. So some sneaky machinists had recognized the lathe's potential and copied it, and Wilkinson went without proper credit. In the demands of this bill, however, he is repaid for his contributions to American mechanical industry, especially in regard to how well the lathe works for weapons production. $10,000 in 1848 would be approximately $331,116.46 in 2021 dollars. That's it for this week's episode of Into the Archives. I have next week's object ready, and it's really weighing on me to have to wait to show it to you. Tune in to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel next Monday and let me spin a yarn for you. See you soon!